All right now, what's going on, people? It's Josh, aka Foresight, coming to you live from the other side of the culture, where we are in the culture, but not of it, and we introduce the kingdom to the culture. So, first and foremost, I want to be clear. I am not the fun police. I'm not the grumpy old man that's just looking for people who are having fun and, seeking them out just to scold them. That's not me. I know sometimes it may sound like that. I'm aware of that. And I mean, to a certain extent, I'm fine with that if it's for the right reason. So with that being said, sometime last year or so, Kanye was going on these Instagram rants where he was just airing out all of his grievances for everybody to hear or read. And he was doing this like almost every day, multiple times a day. This was in the middle of him fighting for the right to see his kids. So I'm sure it was a super emotional time for all parties involved. But one of the rants that he went on was regarding his daughter North and how she uses TikTok, or how TikTok uses her, for that matter. And he wasn't happy about it. So let's go ahead and look at that video, and then we'll come back and discuss it.
I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said, it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said, I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not. There's no such thing as 50-50 custody with in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
So first of all, he mentions how the media and really the world at large doesn't respect fathers and the idea of family. Listen, there are plenty of things that I disagree with Kanye on, right? But this ain't one of them. I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment. This world is actively trying to get rid of masculinity altogether. Like the narrative that is being painted is that masculinity in all forms is toxic, when, we all know that that's completely false. But the media has made straight men or strong-willed men, strong fathers, out to be the villain and oppressive. For the longest time now, they've told women, especially black women, but women nonetheless, that they don't need a man for anything, and that they can be fathers just as good, if not better, than men can. And the role of fathers has been seriously marginalized in recent years, in the eyes of the world at least. And that's really a shame. But that role is still super important. And I would even argue that, it's more important now than it's ever been. The family unit is under attack, and fathers are the foundation of that unit, period. But, he goes on to say that he won't allow his daughter to be used by TikTok and Disney, and that as her father, he should have a say-so in regards to these things. Again, I'm not saying that there's nothing positive on TikTok. I'm not saying that, because there are some pretty educational things on TikTok. You can find some faith-based things on TikTok. From time to time, I'll even post, some of the things that I do on TikTok. So I'm not saying that there's nothing positive on TikTok, but there's a lot of stuff on there that young kids don't need to be exposed to. The reality is most adults can't even manage their TikTok consumption. And a lot of adults suffer from the effects that these apps cause, right? So it's more than reasonable for a father to be concerned about his daughter's usage of the internet. That's more than reasonable. A lot of people say, oh, it's just an app. They're just having fun. Let kids be kids. Okay, but kids are learning more from TikTok these days than they are from anywhere else. And, a lot of parents are so busy trying to be their kid's friend that they're forgetting to be the parent. And, I think that's backwards. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6, train a child up in the way that they should go, and even when they're old, they will not depart from it. So, we have a responsibility to teach kids right from wrong, whether they like it or not, whether that makes you uncool in their eyes or not. It's a responsibility that we have. Kids don't know the way. They're going to do whatever their friends are doing or do whatever sounds good at the moment. That's why we have to train them in the right way. Proverbs 29:17 says, discipline your children and they will give you peace. They'll bring you the delights that you desire. So, I don't really care if all the other kids are doing it. It's still on the parents to monitor what their kids consume. Because TikTok and Instagram and YouTube shouldn't be teaching kids right from wrong. Their parents should. And now, I say all that to say that, now maybe a year, I guess it's probably been a year after Kanye originally made that video, his daughter North is on TikTok idolizing this rapper, young lady Ice Spice, who's a young female rapper who raps about things that are far too advanced for a girl North's age. Like, why are you letting your daughter sing and dance along to sexually explicit music on TikTok for the whole world to see? I just think it's inappropriate. And if that wasn't enough, you bring Ice Spice over to the crib. She at the house now to have a play date with a 9-year-old. I don't know. That's crazy to me. But, I understand that this world is at odds with godly principles and generally wants nothing to do with God. So, at the end of the day, what can you expect, right? But my humble suggestion is to any parent who's willing to listen. You know, instead of letting TikTok and these other apps, you know, shape and mold the kids, you know, you should be doing everything in your power to make sure that you train them in the way that they should go. And if you aren't sure what that way is, if you don't know the way that you should teach or train your kids to go, Jesus said this: I am the way and the truth and the life. That's what Jesus said. So, you know, I would assume that that would be a pretty good place to start. But yeah, man, anyway, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. Make sure you don't leave this video without liking and subscribing. It really helps the channel. So if you could do that, you know, that would mean a lot. If you want to check out my music, the link will be down in the description. Go ahead and click on that. And yeah, man, I'll catch y'all next time. All right now.